hesitation, they stopped the running stone so that they didn't have to look and see where to replace it.
And now here's Hardman.
Now, this is a quiet attempt to kick that over and roll in behind the corner guard, but they just don't get enough of that rock, and as a result, the scenario's changed a little with the rearrangement of the rocks, but the strategy, I don't think, has. Team Young's going to chase this again.
Now here it comes from Nathan Locke.
So this looks, oh, it just ticks the corner guard and moves it over maybe 3 inches. This will give Dunstone an opportunity to play the hit and lie to. We're just waiting for Dave's having technical difficulties.
No,
so
no.
In the meantime,
the funny thing is, it's actually Terry having technical difficulties. I'm here
really
with you
hard.
right now.
Colton's working hard to carve this and get that roll in behind the corner guard, and is successful. That really is kind of that experienced call where playing down weight, trying to not just sit there and where the shot stone was, but to roll over and get in behind that corner guard that they've thrown up.
Now this one's being drawn back around the guard. They're going to be line 2 after this. Doot, doot.
Hello.
Now line 2. Hi, Terry Corbin. Can Terry Corbin hear Dave Schmel? Yellowstone coming on the way right now. It's going to over curl just a touch. With that over curl, it still leaves Team Dunstone line 1. We're going to look to draw in there. So Stone on the way from Colton Lot. This one comes up just a little bit short. It's still Dunstone line the one. So Young is going to have to try to draw his way out of this and freeze in there. And here's the first of two for the skipper. Working hard to carve this one over. Stringer just there for moral support right now. This one is just a little bit too heavy and it's going to slide through the rings. So that's a big error there for Nathan Young. And Matty Dunstone's going to try to draw underneath that guard again. Now, they might be make an argument for possibly playing the open side, but that would invite a freeze back that would be tremendously easier. So the only way to keep three on the table for Matt Dunstone will be to throw this draw right now. So Dunstone steps into the hack. And he delivers his first of two in the first end. All right, line one trying to draw another one in. This one has the right weight, but will it settle? It does. They do lie two, but the position is certainly there for Nathan Young to be able to bail himself. You have the long.
I think he'd settle for a freeze, Dave, on that top green rock. Yes. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah. Eh, yeah, I couldn't afford to bounce that and leave it exposed for Matt to come down and kind of make this on the nose and count three. Yeah, looks good.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and it was kind of just that one early miss when they tried to Team Young tried to chase that, set that whole thing up, and then just some really good execution and strategy by Matt to utilize that corner guard a couple times. Yes. Yeah, I mean that was a good pickup. I thought the reuniting the Harnden boys together. I mean they were part of that. Yeah, they were part of that really good run that Jake Team Jacobs had with Ryan Fry. So, oh yes, yes, yeah. I mean, I was fortunate enough to play them when they were not as good. Uh, uh, but like they were with Brad, and certainly when I played them, the gym was something that you did just to kind of work out and do some cardio, but they've just taken this thing to a whole new level. Well, I agree. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know much about this Nathan Young team. I know they're from Newfoundland. I know Nathan's, just at a junior. I think he's 22 years old, but certainly we know a lot about this team thrown right now. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yes, for sure. Ooh, yeah, hell of a shot. Yeah, this is I mean, this is a dream for Team Young here. They've hit this thing on just on the high side, and you can watch all the rocks just start to go green on yellow on green. Yeah, that's tremendous shot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how close they. I thought they were pretty close together, but um, I think that if I'm Nathan, I probably want to go around the corner guard, um, or I want to tap the green onto the yellow to create more separation if there's no separation. Yeah. Hmm. This might be just a little heavy by the looks of it. Oh no, it's good. Yeah. But good call by Nathan to, you know, he'll worry about, where all the rocks end up in terms of being closer than the green one at a later stage here. But this is good. He's got three rocks in play. Yeah, very nice, very nice. I find it interesting that Matt and Colton, who've played together for off and on anyway for a long time, they were inseparable. I always thought in junior. It's interesting how they have I'm going to call it an unconventional delivery and release, but it's very, very, very similar. Well, yeah, but right. You don't see. I mean, BJ BJ Neufeld. He's extremely low, and I mean that's yes, might be a little unconventional, but it's that Manitoba slide and tuck, which where Matt is, I think, originally from, but just their actual release is just so different, and it's certainly not something that we teach, and it's uncanny to me that Dunstone has his and Colton have such, good touch. It's gotta sit down. Yeah. Yeah, that really needed to be third shot. Yeah, I think the players all would much prefer this format. Yeah. Yeah, these are so hard to get the right angle and freeze. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so close. Yeah, and then I mean, I think without a question, Dunstone's going to throw a little bit of heat here. I don't think he's worried about losing the his other the rock that he's going to try and hit's going to take his own out, but I don't think he's concerned about that. I don't think he's concerned about even sticking around with the shooter. I mean, he will be sitting too. Yeah, can he ever? Wow, I thought he was throwing the intern. Not a problem. I think green is Dave. Yes, looks like they're just playing the straight draw. Are we really? Wow. Good. Well, more than thrilled. It's short.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from NISCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
I've got this one. So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know where you are in the draw. Like you're not relying on any, kind of those tiebreakers of draw to the buttons or anything. It's you win, you keep moving on, and um, I mean, for me, I did like pool play myself just because I knew when I would play. Because the draws are predetermined, and you know who you're playing and when you're playing. But the players much prefer um, this format because, like I say, you're not going to have to worry about any tiebreakers. There's no head to head because if you've beaten a team, like you move on. Yeah. Well, he didn't with that five rock rule, and I mean that's kind of the aim of the five rock rule. It unless you're willing to throw it through, like where are you putting it? You're putting it in the house. You don't want to throw a guard. You can't remove anything. Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. He can hummer. And Young's going, yeah, but you know what? He at least left me something. Oh yeah. Yeah, and even if you do hide it, it's a short run back. They're running their own rock. Dunstan's running his own rock back into it, so there's not a lot of options to hide a rock here. Oh, they're not even gonna go around. Yeah, no, no, I'm good with that. Yeah, yeah, they're on their game. Oh, yeah. Yes, and well played, as they say. Yeah, that was a hell of a shot. Yeah, you definitely can hold the shooter. Oh, oh, you mean across the face? Yeah, yeah, and I wouldn't bet against this young man for in making this shot. It's interesting, how long Matt and Colton have played together. They played a lot of junior together, uh, probably 4 to 5 years, and this is year five of the two of them together. Um, Now, I I know, I know. I'm really looking forward to them at the trials. Yeah, no shock there, man. It's kind of nice, you see all these teams how they kind of mix and match as the Olympic trials go through the cycle. And but yeah, like I say, Matt and Colton have been through a lot together. Prior to Colton moving up to play third, he played second there for 3 years when BJ Neufeld was with them. Yep, yep, yeah. I'm sure Matt wouldn't mind just sitting right there. Oh, did he? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta take it. Yeah, I know. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to give it a go, and I mean, if it was, if you're down in or you're tied in a close game, and it's kind of an easy call because you're playing, an even end. But I mean, I think still, even now, you have to play it and retain the hammer and see if you can't possibly generate something.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sault Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, no sense protecting that deficit. I mean, yep, yeah, yeah. Mhm. these are tough shots. Yeah, you really. I mean, again, those are such hard shots to play. I mean, I might have thought that he would have played just a tad bit more weight and tried to roll under the corner, but because the two greens there in the house, I mean, they're in a really good position for Matt. Not so good for Young. Hmm. Yep. And they'll get. No, I don't think so either. I mean, I think they would have been pretty pleased with as the as Colleen Jones would say, Christmas treat. But regardless, they're sitting three. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, Matt feels he can't just leave those hanging around his biters. He's going to try and make that double with the nose hit. Yeah. Yeah, this team's been, playing well all year. I mean, of course they won the Masters at the Grand Slam of curling, and they lost the finals of the Tour Challenge. We've got an Olympic trial coming very shortly, so this is the year. If you're going to play really well, this would be the year. Hmm. I think as we move forward towards the trials, I mean, um, just based on performance, I think Jacobs and Dunstone have got to be co-favorites to represent Canada. That's not taking anything away from all the other teams and the teams that are out there at the pre-trials. Ooh, yeah, because I guess a dark, neither of those are dark horses. Uh, yeah. There's a there's a problem with that? Yeah. Gee whiz, I have to think about that. Yeah. Yeah, good news. Yeah. Yeah, I can't, I don't see anybody in the pre-Olympic trials, um, being a major threat. It's been really good out there in terms of it's been close, the competition. Like, I think right now Scott Howard is leading the pack, but um, there's a lot of teams that, with just two losses. So um, maybe that's, I kind of thought Jordan McDonald had a really good shot, and probably the best shot at um, getting out of the pre-trials. Um, yeah, just trying to think of all the teams that have currently qualified. I think Gushu's run is kind of over. Um, mm, yeah. hmm And I think for such a young team like this, that's kind of, I guess, if on the things that you want to check off, this would be, a solid deuce against a really good team. Yeah. Again, as good as that is, I mean, you're playing Matt. Matt's got options of the straight draw. He's got the options of the run back. I mean, these guys are just so good. Yep, for sure. Yes. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Right. Yeah. Of course. Well, yeah, just solid. No, yeah, I think Yeah, well, I mean, you're down 6-0. You could, for 3, play that angle raise. Yeah. Don't you need 3? Yeah. I've decided I'm going with Mike McEwen as my dark horse. It is. Oh! What a shot! Yes. This surprised me in terms of the weight. I mean, I thought it would, a little bit firmer, but very, very controlled. Looked like board weight and hits it just perfect. Wow, just tremendous curling shot for the young team from Newfoundland.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his options, it was draw for two, and that was far from a gimme as well. Takes on the um, I guess equally difficult angle raise, but it was for three. There was no harm in trying it, and he was successful. And for a young team like this, that's got to be a big confidence booster, knowing a that your skip can kind of pull one out of the hat for you, and two, just I mean, makes all that sweeping that they've done, uh, you know, feeling worthwhile. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, Team Young tried to come around and get frozen to the green stone of Dunstones on the 4 foot, but come up a little light. Which, I mean, if you're going to miss, that would be the side to err on, a little bit short. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, your options are pretty limited at this point in the game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and like I say, it does so much for you when you know you can make them because you have made them. Hmm. I don't know if he kind of called for the corner guard, for a end result or not, but I would think that the weight that they're throwing, that's probably yes. Yeah, and I think that was, kind of objective number one, but I think, yeah, they would have liked to have gotten that thing right out of the rings, thing being the rock. Yeah. Yeah, when I first saw this lineup, I didn't look that closely. I saw Thomas. I thought it was Charlie Thomas um, when I first read it, and then as I looked closer, it was like, no, that's not Charlie, but because Charlie was out there at one point. Well, Matt's been given a couple of options here that play the hit and roll but I mean, at the same time, certainly the double and up almost like around the corner, around the horn, sorry, um, is it's there. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, the double was on that was really thin, and then again, if he hits it a little bit thicker, yeah, there was that around the horn. Yeah. Well, if you could walk it down, I mean, you'd probably like to be frozen on the one that's closest to the broom, half a rock, so that when Matt tries to remove it, it basically spits out and takes the other rock that's on the 4 foot out of the rings. No, no, that's pretty close to being second shot, I think, Dave. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, but EJ's got something that he sees, and he's really trying hard to convince them. I think that this may not be the shot to call. No, and then he says, "Oh, you're right, Skipper." Yep, yep. You're right, Skip. I'm just the second. I put my head down and sweep hard. Gotcha. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, pretty much, and it was 1920, by the way, not 1916. Yes. I think that's why that's such a good shot by Matt. Remove it. I mean, the guard. I mean, yeah. I don't know. kind of where you put this is a really good spot to try and steal one, and that's really got to be the objective. I mean, mhm. Yeah, I just not convinced that you could get above that. Because the worst possible outcome would be you make the double and leave the the throne the throne stone on the first S of kiss, because then it becomes an easy double. Like the guy in the hat there, he's scratching his head, going, "Oh, coach, I don't know if this is the shot." So you can see there on the overhead. So I think the double that, yeah, you and I were talking about, I think the shooter probably pretty much stays on that first S of kiss, and it really would be kind of a routine uh, double for Matt for three, and then it is kind of turn out the lights, the party's over. Yeah. I think they settled on the draw, did they not? This'll curl. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know what he can play to, enhance the opportunity to steal one. In that case, the Rocks were not in good position. I think he had a better opportunity, maybe freezing to the other one. Hmm. Yep. Yeah, and I mean, the offense is all there, and certainly it was aided by the fact that Team Young had to take some big time chances after giving up not only three in the first, but then that steal of three in the second was not what you're looking for.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.